Well, that's bull. Whatever.
So
That would be your crybaby, whiny-ass opinion.
That's an insult to the pest community. I can't believe it.
this guy doesn't.
Rick, along with Chum, had a look at Glastron boat.
Oh, a boat.
So what do you have here?
It's a 1958 Seaflight Glastron.
Damn, they wanted this thing to look like a 57 Chevy, didn't they?
Sure did.
Do you know any history on it?
This boat was made in 1958 by a fledgling company named Glastron. There's probably only 150 of these boats left.
That's neat. It was 1958, and everyone loved the style of the 57 Chevy, so let's come out with a boat that looks like a 57 Chevy.
They observed it closely.
You got all the original chrome and everything seems to be here. Yeah, this was an affordable family boat.
But do you know why?
Because it was a little 17-foot boat.
No, because it was fiberglass. No more wood boats. Wood boats were moving out.
Yeah.
Fiberglass was coming in.
Ooh, school's in session. You just got schooled.
How much did you want for it?
10.5.
Ooh. This is my problem with it. It's like lipstick on a pig. I mean, we have a terrible paint job, okay? It doesn't have the original motor.
Okay. The point is just the styling, and can you even find one?
The thing is...
Find one.
But it's still all about making money, and there's no money here for me. I mean, I wish I could do something. It's just, I don't even want to make you an offer. There's too much work that's got to be done for me to make anything. All right?
That's fine.
Well, thanks for bringing it in, though, man.
He was basically insulting me with the paint thing, the petty stuff, you know? That's a good-looking boat. This guy doesn't...
A man brought Howrod axes to the store.
Pole axes. It's okay to put these down?
Yeah, go ahead and set them over here.
Where'd you get these? The Renaissance Fair?
No, I got them in southern Germany.
An expert was called in.
We got some halberds here. What do you think?
Yeah, very nice halberd. Very nice.
Thank you.
Tell me what you know about the other one.
I believe the other one's Italian.
Okay, you would be right. This is more ornate, a little more gaudy, if you will.
All right, so you're fairly sure they're from the 1500s.
Actually, I'm not. This is not original wood. So it's made in the style, but that's not a big deal. The
Okay.
real question is, are the heads real? I wouldn't want to be hit by this, but you know, you whack somebody wearing armor with this thing, it's liable to bend or break. I'll conclude that this is probably from the Victorian period and is what I call the decorator piece.
So what about this one?
Okay, this one, taking a close look, it does have a foundry marking on it. The Victorians really didn't worry about foundry markings because that's not the point, okay? They were building something for you to hang up on your wall. The steel is very strong. I mean, that's very strong steel. It's not bendy at all. This one is, again, not for you. If you wanted to buy this, I'd pay no more than $600 or $700. This one, if you want one of these, I can get you one for $1,500. If you're not exposed to the market and don't know where to find a piece like this, you know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, not out of the question. But the value, about $1,500.
Well, I disagree with you. Good luck finding something of that quality. His pricing is not correct at all. They're worth a lot more money than that. If they were everywhere, you'd have seen them before. They're not.
I mean, if I were to make you an offer, I'd make you an offer of around 1,500 bucks.
Are you talking a piece?
No, I'm talking total.
No, I'm not interested at all.
Well, if I were you, next time I'd buy one, I'd call Craig too. All right? Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
A man with 2 hunting rifles at the store.
What is this?
They're hunting rifles. They are a 2-shot 45 caliber percussion cap.
These look gnarly.
These are gnarly.
I would assume they'd be like 1850, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Literally, it just took so long to load a gun. And basically around the 1830s on, they made pistols with 4 barrels. The only problem was a lot of times all 4 barrels went off at once. And probably killed the guy you're shooting at. The gun was 50 feet behind you. You know, just rotating barrel rifles are pretty rare. And one being left-handed makes it even cooler. But when you don't have all the original parts, it's difficult to put a value on them.
A specialist was called to examine it.
I'm hoping that their guy gives me a good valuation on these things. Otherwise, well, I may have to beat on him some.
Gracious, it's you again. The condition of the gun is what I would say is maybe poor plus.
Oh,
Okay, wait, William Hart.
I didn't see that
He was known to make guns in Fredonia, New York, and he made them circa 1823 to 1831. Well,
Harry, because we do have 1830s, 1840s parts here.
750 tops a
Each?
piece. Yeah.
Okay.
1,000 maybe. So
And that would be your crybaby, whiny-ass opinion?
yes, actually it would be.
What's your bottom dollar?
1,500.
Go to 14, we'll call it a deal.
Okay, 1,450.
1,400 bucks. Thanks. 1,400.
1,400, thank you.
Jim walked into the antique shop with a weathered flintlock pistol.
It's an 18th century flintlock pistol used around the Revolutionary War period. After they'd shoot something, and they'd flip it around and use this to smash somebody in the head.
You actually make some of these with axes on the end of them.
Yeah. The oldest one I've ever bought, and it's got a lot of history to it. I think it's a really good gun.
So why are you trying to get rid of it?
Well, my wife is kind of pushing me for it. I love this gun. It's like been the cream of my my collection, and you know it kills me to sell it. I don't want to sell it, but I either got to get rid of the gun or the wife. And
well, man, some people would choose to get rid of the wife.
if you look over here, they've got some of the markings that are indicative of something in that time period.
So how much are you looking to get for it?
I'd like to get $1,000 out of it. I think it's worth it.
An expert observed it.
It's a smoothbore barrel with a range of about 20 to 30 feet. And, you know, it wasn't rifled, so your accuracy was not so good.
What do you think it's worth?
If it's authentic and, you know, to the period, anywhere between $1,500 and $2,500. To kind of give you an idea of the standards of condition, you would expect to see all the metal heavily pitted. This one, you can tell what the markings are. There's no, you know, apparent major pitting or damage or deterioration to, you know, the metal or the wood. So I would classify this as a very good defined condition. Okay. Right off the bat, I know that this is, unfortunately, a reproduction.
Okay, so how can you tell?
First of all, the markings were, you know, punched in as opposed to hand engraved. The crown over GR mark is for King George III, which is correct for the period guns. However, it's a bit different in style. It's not hand engraved. You would have certain markings on the barrel that were proof marks from the Tower of London. There is just nothing about this gun that is of the period. Its value would be about $75 to $100.
Oh, boy. My wife was pissed when I bought this gun. Now she's really going to kill me.
A man came with Harry Carey's signed document at pawn store.
Got probably one of the rarest Hollywood documents you've ever had come to your store.
So, first off, who's Harry Carey, if it's not the baseball announcer?
Harry Carey was like the first major Hollywood blockbuster in Western films back in the silent era. About 185 signatures on here. Samuel Goldwyn, John Ford, William Wyler, Elia Kazan, Clark Gable, John Wayne, Mickey Rooney, Ronald Reagan is over here. Names that I'm sure you grew up with and names you know up into your adulthood.
It does have some incredible people on it. Judy Garland.
Cecil B. DeMille is there.
So how much do you want to sell this for?
$16,000.
Okay.
Skilled assistance was required, so an expert was contacted.
So, Harry Carey, the silent movie star and that I'd never heard of.
This is rawhide here we're dealing with. This area here, overlapping here, again up on top, and I'm just gonna keep coming along here. And again, we see it again, and there's no doubt I'm seeing ink on here, so that's a good thing. You'd have to find that, you know, uber Hollywood person that really wants this type of assemblage together. The ink's great. I really like the presentation of it all. So based on that, I value this piece right at about $5,000.
There's just no way I can. I mean, it's individually, I see it maybe. So what's your bottom dollar?
I could go, hearing what he said, I could go $12,000.
Yeah, I'd give you $3,500 for it.
Wow, that's a lot less than what I'm prepared to consider. I think I'm gonna hold on to it, but I thank you very much for the opportunity.
Okay, there's no way we're gonna be able to make a deal?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, thanks for bringing it in, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Okay, thanks.
A man brought a Pez collection to a store.
I got a Pez collection I'm looking to unload today.
Got any candy?
No, these have no candy in them at all. These are all from the 1960s, 1970s. One of my coolest pieces I like is the original Batman, very tough to find. We got Bozo, Tinkerbell, a Zorro.
Such a big collector, man. Why are you looking to sell them?
Well, to be honest with you, a lot of these are my doubles.
What do you want for them?
I like to grab $2,500 for them.
He was outraged.
I'm gonna offer you $1,000, my friend.
But these 3 pieces alone are a Gino. Give me $2,000, man.
$1,000 is what I can do.
I can't believe one of them guys offered me $1,000 for them 50 pieces of Pez. That's an insult to the Pez community. I can't believe it. That's why they're shooting.
A man brought Madonna's book to a store.
This is Madonna's personal daily planner and phone book from 1988, filled with unbelievable phone numbers, dates, all completely handwritten by Madonna. Her name is actually right here in the front of the book with her phone numbers that she had at the time, and you could see this is in her handwriting where it says Madonna. She's got music quotes, she's got little hearts around Sean Penn's name.
She was married to Sean Penn at some point, wasn't she?
She was. So it wouldn't surprise me if the two of them get back together again. I think Sean Penn has always been Madonna's true love.
An expert came there.
Madonna's day planner?
Ah, cool. Obviously, Madonna's kind of a big deal. She's really difficult to get near, tough autograph. She doesn't like signing. She doesn't like people just being around her. Because of that, her value is insane.
I don't even know if it's hers. It just looks like a bunch of gibberish from a high school girl. I really don't even know what it is.
This will be challenging here. The thing I have to do is, because we're not really basing it on a signature, I've got to check her handwriting. Obviously, I have to compare her writing compared to the stuff I have. She had a way of writing, a lot of lowercase letters, cursive, some printing, some block letters. It's from her, and it's pretty cool if you want to know the truth. It's a really neat piece of memorabilia to have.
Is it actually worth any money, though?
Yeah, she's one of the biggest stars of all time.
What's it worth?
You know, what I think is interesting about this piece is that it hasn't really been circulated in a long time, and it's kind of a personal piece of hers. So it's got a little more than like a signed photograph or an album. So conservatively, I'd say $10,000 to $12,000 range, right in that ballpark.
I disagree.
Okay,
I definitely think it's worth a lot more. I've been offered a lot more than that, but, you know, we all have an opinion.
Of course.
You're asking 25, heard my guy say 10 to 12. I'd give you like $4,000 for it.
It's insulting, to be honest with you. It's worth a lot more than that. I'd go down to 20.
I'd go to 5. We're not gonna make a deal, are we?
Listen, we all make mistakes in life.
Madonna's day planner isn't gonna be one of mine, I promise.
Well, we'll see what happens. I appreciate your help.
Take care, man.
Thanks, man. This was worth clearly over $20,000. It is an iconic piece of rock and roll music memorabilia, and his offer was insulting, but that's okay. We all make mistakes.
A man with Led Zeppelin's signed photograph entered the store.
Led Zeppelin 1 signed by the full band.
By the full band, I only see one.
Jimmy Page signed the front, and on the rear, John Bonham, Robert Plant, John Paul Jones.
That's pretty amazing. I've never seen, Led Zeppelin sign an entire album. Led Zeppelin is one of the greatest rock and roll bands of all time. Every one of their albums was in the top 10, and 6 of their albums were #1. Now, 4 signatures on an album, if this is real, I probably won't want to put it in the store. I want to bring it home. The big question is, how much do you want for this?
$20,000 to $1,000.
He enlisted the help of an expert.
I understand an expert being brought in, but I don't buy things that I have doubts about. But, it is what it is.
Good to see you, man. How are you?
Doing good.
Good. How you doing? Nice to see you.
This is it. This is what I called you about.
The greatest rock band of all time.
Yes, they are.
They're the guys who really, gave everybody else their inspiration.
The big thing is, are they real, and what's your opinion on what it's worth?
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, Rick, is look at it under magnification. Right there, ballpoint pen. And you take a look right here. Oxidized, it's a little older, you could tell. Nice aged ink. So we know we've got live ink on here. That's a great sign. Based on everything I've seen, absolutely no doubt this is the real deal.
Sweet. And what do you think it's worth?
It's rare as hen's teeth, okay? These things just really don't exist. The only thing that kind of bugs me a little bit is the one signature on front and the other guys on back. But with that said, I put this value right at about $10,000 to $12,000.
And no, with all due respect,
Absolutely.
I understand you're a signature person.
Yeah.
You're not really an appraiser.
I actually take that.
Okay.
No, I actually see. I've been doing this for about 25 years, so I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of autographs and material.
Understand. I'm not trying to.
And I get where you're coming from too, but at the same time, I've seen plenty of these pieces. Yeah, I've done a lot of research on these through the years.
Okay, I respect your opinion, but we all have opinions.
I would give you $8,000 for it.
Sorry, we're again miles apart on this.
I mean, what's your best price on it?
My best price would be $17,500. This is history.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go $8,500, but
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I appreciate the offer.
Okay, well, if you change your mind, come back. The offer's open. Have a nice day. Thanks for coming in.
You too. Thank you.
Clum travels to have a look at a float boat.
I thought you had a boat.
It is a boat.
Does it float?
No, it is a float.
I thought a boat floats.
This boat floats and parades.
I'm confused.
The front stage, you come down the stairs, you got center stage. We've got a wet bar here. Then when we go to the top right up here, we've got lasers that come out of there that paint the whole floor green and red. We got a big screen TV on the back that films the entertainment, whatever's happening in the boat, so the people behind you can enjoy what's happening.
Oh, that might be dangerous if I was on here partying.
It very well might be dangerous. I believe that.
You think I could take a picture and send it to my boss?
Absolutely.
A pirate ship, you can actually drive 60 miles an hour on the highway? This is awesome.
He took a ride on it.
I'm on a boat! Sup, ladies? I feel like captain of a ship right now.
It's a good look for you.
I can't wait to show this to everyone. I can give you $100,000.
Man, my bottom dollar's $190,000. That's giving it away.
190,000 is giving it away.
Giving it away.
I don't think my boss would let me spend that much. I'm gonna have to pass.
Well, that's bull. Whatever.
Oh, sorry, man.
A man with a jukebox entered the shop.
What can I help you with?
I got a 73 Wurlitzer jukebox.
Meet me in the back.
Okay.
Plays 45s, right?
Yeah.
You know, these things were great money makers for bars back when. I mean, before this, the only other alternative really was live music.
Yeah.
Their name is so synonymous with jukeboxes. I mean, people stopped calling them jukeboxes and started calling them Wurlitzers.
Yeah.
Wurlitzer made all kinds of musical instruments, but it was their jukeboxes that really put them on the map.
They checked whether it worked or not.
But I don't see any real damage. Can we plug it in and see if it works?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. There it goes, huh?
I guess it works.
Sounds great. It sounds like a, old jukebox should. This thing is in great condition, and Wurlitzers are huge collector's items. Some of them from the 40s are practically priceless. What are you looking to get out of it?
I'm trying to get out of 4,500.
I've never seen or had one in the store that's this new. It's the older ones that I know are worth a lot of money.
They sought professional advice on the matter.
Oh, look at this. The Wurlitzer 1050. I specialize in antique gaming machines, jukeboxes, and other unique stuff. This 1050 was made in 1973. They made 1,600 of these models, which was really a small run. It's a very clean box, and it even comes with a repair manual, which is great if it ever breaks down. This plays 50, 45, so it has 100 selections. The condition looks almost excellent.
All right, well, that's good to know.
I would estimate the value on this based on the condition that it's in from $3,500 to $4,500, and this might be close to the top end of that range.
I'm gonna offer you one more chance. 3,200, and that's final. And we're still friends for a while.
Well, I'll give you 2,700, and we don't have to be friends.
No, I'd rather have a 32. Could you come up a little more?
Meet me at $3,000.
$3,000. Okay?
3,000 sound good?
3,000 is the deal. Okay.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe for more entertaining content. Stay tuned for more.